Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
So 2 incompletions brings up a 3rd and 10 for the opening drive here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Important second down play coming up. It's an option look. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the defense grabs him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. So here comes the kicking team onto the field. They'll settle for 3. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Here's the second down play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down play for this offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. That one moves the ball across the 40.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Now, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. Look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. And at first down, they go right back to him. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
So, second down after the incompletion. We go with a direct snap. Running past the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. And the Canes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Kentucky, 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Held to a field goal their first drive. Now in third and goal. Can they find the end zone this time? He's swarmed by the defense.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. Where you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's fourth down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's past the marker and still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. As a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made, just enough of a gain to move the sticks.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, if you want to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff on a single back formation. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Third down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Backed up second and long at the 17. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. The Canes come to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw. It's Perkins. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. The corner's now playing a couple of yards off the ball. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Makes a quick grab. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Okay, ready?
2nd down and goal upcoming. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
Well, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you got a lot of room to run behind a convoy blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
Here we go. Back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. He's escaping the pocket now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The short completion of the tight end. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down after that completion. Looking downfield, it's Perkins. Bringing pressure. Hit as he released it. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. And now the defense will call a timeout before this field goal attempt, trying to get inside the kicker's head. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Or he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Kentucky, 7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
2nd down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside and the perimeter to set something up downfield.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They can't slow him down. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Receivers are bunched together. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Movement here from the tight end. Running play called on 3rd and short. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something? A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second and long for this offense after the sack.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. Continues to fight for yards. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
This is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch, but Chris, this is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and picking up more yardage.
It's QB sneak.
Well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Got a lane. Can he get in? Ball's still out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Miami 17, Kentucky 14.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. They're going to run it. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. To throw, it's Perkins. Running out of time in the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this third down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's fourth down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They'll run it to the left. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Breaking tackles.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Send the back in motion. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score. Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on first down. Took contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he some heavy pressure.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Touchdown, Canes. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking for his back. Here's another interception, but we're losing track. Tackle made on the return. What? The takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.